Join us on a journey beyond reason, where we have chats and discussions about the in-between and far beyond. Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Beyond Reason. Are you ready to shut the door on 2024?
Are you a poet and you don't know it?
I can't think of a better way to start this off, but with a card to...
I can't either.
Say, what happened? Oh my gosh.
Okay, guys, are you ready for this? Okay, so I'm going to pull a card and we're going to find out what the divine has to say about the end of 2024 for all of us.
So,
Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords, it's a 2, and 2s are numbers of partnerships and relationships. It's all about relationships. And swords are like very mental and cerebral, mercurial. It's our thinking. This is also the card of contracts. So a lot of people are probably closing out relationships, doing, deciding if they want to continue a partnership of some sort.
I don't know. Should we continue this podcast?
Well, yeah, I think so. I'm down for that. And so let's do the 4 of clubs. So the playing cards, I also do the playing cards. So, it's solid thinking. So clubs are the mind again. So we've got minds. And so it's solid thinking. 4 is like the 4 corners create a table or a chair. So whatever anybody is thinking about a partnership or a contract to continue on with into 2025, it's saying it's solid. So if you feel solid and comfortable with it, please continue and carry on. And then the energy cards, the 6th chakra, and that is the third eye where we have our intuition. We get our visions, our dreams. They come through that 6th chakra. It's right here on the pineal gland. So,
also known as the third eye.
The third eye. So, so basically I'm an intuitive card reader and an astrologer, and I like to combine the 2 modalities together, and it creates a wonderful way to counsel and consult, because I am a counselor and so is Claire. And Claire, what do you do?
What do I do? I am supported by spirit in mediumship and guided to say what I'm supposed to say, see what I'm supposed to see, hear what I'm supposed to hear, setting my ego aside so that what you're supposed to learn about actually comes through. And one of the things I was guided to do this week was to help people ease out of 2024. If you're having any self-negative thoughts, to go to the mirror every day in the morning and stare right into your eye and say, I love you. I forgive you. This was a Hawaiian, what is his name? Do you know his name? They came up with this term.
It's the Ho'oponopono
yes,
prayer.
It's you look in the mirror and you say, I'm sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
I love you.
I love you. Or I forgive you. And then I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can just look in the mirror and just look in your eye and just say, I love you, and embrace yourself. And what this does is remarkable, really. You probably will get emotional as you do it. And we really should love ourselves more and ease out of 2024 and all the judgment we had on ourselves and other people, as we can come together for a united and more joyous 2025, a team of people working to make a better world for all of us.
Yeah, humanity to unite and come together instead of fight and bicker and be against each other, because we're all in the same boat. So, and that has a lot to do with the 2 of Swords too. It's all about partnerships and coming together with contracts and agreements. And what are contracts? Contracts they can be oral, written, spiritual. And so it's an agreement basically between you and the other party or parties.
And we're filming this on a very special day. This is the first day of winter, the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year.
December 21st.
Of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to do what? What are we going to do after this?
What are we going to do? We're going to go to a winter solstice celebration with drumming and who knows what else. So we're just going to celebrate and enjoy the company of other like-minded people, kindred spirits. So I hope you're all doing the same thing this time of year where we have shorter days and longer nights.
Get your cocoa. And
I already had mine. Can you
yeah,
tell?
cocoa.
Can you tell?
No cocoa for me.
So, so the last episode 1, Claire mentioned that she was on a how many hour day fast?
94 hours, but it was 96 by the time we ate.
How many days is that? For those of
I
us who
believe
can't
it's
count.
4 full days.
Wow.
I really, we should be able to do that math.
So what was that like for you?
It made me feel empowered. I already was doing intermittent fasting and really feeling the benefits of it in not just physical ways, but also spiritually. But this was like a communication. This was spirit telling me that I needed to do this, that this would help heal some ligaments and tendons that I need help on, but also to give me more time to meditate and go within and to be able to hear their messages more. And I can tell you that it was so wonderful that 2 days later I wanted to do it again. And then, I was then told not to. I needed to wait a little bit. So I highly recommend, but you have to build up for that. You need to make sure you're guided properly so that you don't have a crash on your
You have to do it right.
fasting.
Is this something you were guided by your guides?
To start fasting?
Yeah. How did you know to do that? And how did you learn how to do it correctly?
Dr. Mindy Pelz. Can't give her enough credit.
Yeah.
Don't have any connection. Great. This is just a heartfelt, really good way to learn if you are a woman, especially one that has hormones, which includes everybody. She wrote...
Or not enough hormones.
She wrote Fast Like a Girl. And in there, it was right what I needed, right when I needed it, because I was feeling desperate. No matter what I did, I wasn't losing weight. And anyone who knows me well knows that I have a very limited amount of food that I can eat. And I can't junk out because I just can't junk out. I get sick. And
well, you have a history of having issues around food, right?
10 food allergies: tomato, lemon, strawberry, cabbage, carrot, wheat, garlic, peanuts, almonds, and eggs I was allergic to for the majority of my life.
Now, didn't you correct that?
I did. I used bioenergetic feedback therapy. And that is something that Marguerite also offers on her website, which you're going to find if you look into the information on our podcast. You'll see the links to her actual website and then one for mine so that you can get to know us better and learn what we offer outside of entertaining you on this podcast.
Entertaining and educating. Didn't you pull the 10 of clubs earlier?
I did. I pulled the 10 of clubs and the Gemini because she's Gemini today.
Gemini today and every day, my whole life. So, communication is what I love to do, and an educator. And it comes from my family lineage. We're all educators, so I inherited that.
She's teacher. And I'm a teacher by teaching from my inventions, the sewing inventions, and I'm also an artist.
You're an inventor?
Art as well. So
you're an inventor.
Yes, I'm an inventor.
Wow, what'd you invent?
I invented stuff for sewing, the creative feat, which you'll find at ClareRowley.com if you want to learn about it.
I have a sweater that needs fixing. Do you think you can do that?
I could.
Can you sew some buttons on my sweater too?
I could.
Because I don't like doing that.
You gotta like do something for me to make me want to do that.
Well, I read your chart all the time. Yeah,
you'll know when it's a good day.
Yes, I will, because we're going to look at where the moon is.
Good. She can manipulate me. She can go, I want a favor from Claire. What does her chart say? What do I need to say? How do I need to behave?
Timing? What is the proper timing of this? So what did you do to heal from these food allergies?
Did bioenergetic feedback.
Was that the only thing?
This was the chiropractor was like, you need to try these foods that they brought in. Mm-hmm. And they had this special protein in it that he was raving about, and he lost weight, and a bunch of people were losing weight on it. I go, I can't eat packaged food. And he goes, you have to be able to try some of it. So I looked in there and I tried, and I had my throat bleed when I tried to eat it.
Oof.
And
wow,
I said, I just
extreme.
Yeah, I can't eat it. And he's like, I can't believe you can't eat it. Well, I heard about this lady, and I really should probably get permission before I say it on the podcast. But she actually he's like, this, I heard about this lady who's helping people get rid of their allergies. And I thought to myself, no way, man. Peanut allergy is they talk about you being poked and poked and poked and having to go through injections of your allergies for like a year.
Not fun.
And no way is it going to be something that someone can help me with. And oh my goodness.
So please put in the comments if you have any experience with allergies or anything. Claire, you're a medical medium.
Yes.
What's that?
And I believe that I was given all of these challenges so that I could help people now at this stage of my life.
Oh, yeah. And I see it in her chart too. I could totally see that. So
it's actually quite magical. And I'm so grateful to be able to also heal myself with permission of my chart, because apparently I keep hurting my knee. And but outside of that, I am healthier than I've been in most of my life.
That's a transit, Mars. It's going to pass. It'll get better.
As an empath, I also would wake up and I have, like, my sister Kathy her foot was hurting. Well, I woke up with my foot hurting, and then I can kind of tell when it's my pain or someone else's. I say, is this my pain or is it someone else's? And then spirit will tell me.
It's hard to be an empath.
It is.
Yeah. Because you don't know what's yours or not. So you have to kind of train yourself, right?
Sometimes it's great. Sometimes I wake up and I'm in this fantastic, really excited mood. I'm like, something really good just happened to somebody. And then I call and try to find out who it is. Now, the more clients I get, the harder it is to
So how do you know when it's yours?
When it's my pain, it doesn't go away when I figure it out. So, I mean, if they guide me to who it is. And generally I'll reach out in my family group posts, I'll say something and they go, did you have a dream? Or did you have a vision about me? And they'll go, I'm fine. And I'm fine. And I'm fine. And then everybody's checked in. Okay, I know it's not family. Then I move on to close friends. And
she'll text me and go, is your stomach hurting? And sometimes it's a yes and sometimes it's a no.
Yeah. And then
lately it's been a lot of no's because because Claire's been helping me so much with my health.
She used to be hurting a lot. She used to be really
I have a tendency to overdo things. And so Claire helped me with my addiction to certain teas that I had in the past.
And we're not teasing, man. She was addicted to tea. I was like, your spirits are saying you need to take a break from leaves. And she goes, tea? And
leaves?
I go, it's a leaf.
I don't want
she brings
my leaves.
And I did like a reading I tested her food. She brought her food out, and then I was told what was good for her and what was bad for her. And
and I got a lot of bad news.
And I could not believe the amount of tea that
oh my gosh, I know.
Giant bags of tea.
Well, it's better than what I used to be addicted to. So,
Yes.
Yeah, I have 30 years of recovery.
Sometimes it's just a really simple thing, and you don't know that it's bothering your biome, your microbiome.
Yeah, because we get used to our certain pains, aches and pains, don't we? So
absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So what else do you have? Do you have to share any dreams or any stories?
Well, I actually got to sleep last night, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like I dreamt
Shocking.
too, but I think I had fun in my dream.
Really?
So maybe I dreamt about tonight. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt really good. And then I woke up and one of my new clients, I was feeling him lighter and I got woken up. That's right. I remember now. It wasn't daylight yet. And all of a sudden I got woken up by a hoo hoo, hoo hoo.
Oh, I love it.
And there were two owls outside my window hooting at one another. And so I feel like that's a message from Spirit that this podcast is going to be successful. Do you have any interesting stories about birds interacting with you? Do you feel like there's a bird that maybe your mother sent you that's in spirit and you don't really know for sure it's her? Know this, they usually act out of character. Like a hummingbird come and fly up and get right in your face and follow you on a walk. And and
you have birds coming up to you all the time.
Birds.
Oh my gosh.
I got birds.
Do they come and land on your finger?
I got birds. They
total
birds will just land on me.
Oh my gosh.
Dogs land on me.
Yeah, we were in one place taking a vacation and she saw these eucalyptus branches that were loose on the ground. She goes, "Oh, I'm going to take that back for
It's
my
the favorite branch.
for my yard birds."
I got
I
the
was like, "Really?"
branch that goes over a bush, and they line up. Yesterday morning, I sat down at the table or at the window. I call it bird TV. And I said, "All right, birds, entertain me. Give me some bird TV." And 2 hummingbirds flew up, and we're at the beginning of winter, so getting all of these. And then we had some towie birds and a thrasher. If you don't know what they are, look them up. And some rose finches. And then I said, "Oh, well, you're doing such a great job." Oh yeah, and a blue jay was also there. And they're like entertaining me, really just acting quirky and
Wow.
And,
so you're an animal empath too. They hear you.
Yes.
They communicate.
And then I said, "Well, if you're showing off, you need to bring Freedom to me," which is a bird that I helped save. It's a little golden finch, and they're really bright yellow birds. And it was a little baby bird, and he had some problems, and I had to be somewhere. We were going to an event.
Priorities.
That was that day.
Oh.
And so I helped him clear some things up that he had need of. And then I left. And so he comes back and visits. And I called him Freedom. And so, yes, he should migrate. But
you really healed him. He was pretty sick, huh?
Yeah, he was. He was. It didn't look like he was going to survive. And then he flew away. It's very exciting.
It's amazing.
So I have, hawks and all kinds of, I have owls that I have a little elf owl try to land on me at night. And
an elf owl? Wow.
Yeah, they're this big. They're the size of sparrows.
Wow.
We have them here.
Oh,
You might think they're
We're in the
bats.
mountains, by the way.
Yes, we are.
And you painted these, right? So
Yes.
Claire is a very gifted artist. And
Good.
these are a couple of her sample paintings, originals.
And I am working on tarot decks.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So
That'll be really fun.
we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah,
I feel
absolutely.
like this one
Yeah.
right here.
Okay. Do we have a message we want to give to our audience right now? Is besides the first set of
The
cards that we
beginning
pulled?
of 2025. No, this one's going to be on
These are the energy cards.
broken relationships that can be mended.
Oh, okay.
And so this will be the message.
Rest and rejuvenation. So those of you who are experiencing endings in relationships, take a break. Practice some self-care. Be good to yourself.
And
Relationships can be rough because it takes a lot of work of communication and a lot of compromise in relationships. So
it's a pretty card.
isn't that pretty? So a lot of, meditation, reflection, self-care, rest and rejuvenation for those of you who are going through endings in your relationships or partnerships.
And you're getting together with family where you may feel like it's broken.
Yeah.
But you will
That includes family.
You'll be able to heal those broken relationships. And then that
Storm warning. Last time we pulled the hostilities card. So now it's interesting because the difficult and challenges are coming out in the cards too. So we have storm warning. So
are we going to have a storm?
So storm warning. I usually like to pull clarity on these kind of things. Was this for 2025?
Yes, this was the beginning of 2025.
Well, I know in the astrology, the mundane astrology, that the first half of the 2025 is supposed to be a little rocky, because America's going through political change in the government. And so a lot of people are anticipating challenges in that direction, in that area. But also there's the economy. So let's get some clarity on that. What is the storm? The storm. Pisces. So that's the waters. So maybe watch the water for those of you who know what that means.
And maybe also it means, I'm being told, that don't get on your soapbox during the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to be right. You don't have to be right now to...
Yeah, we are right spells war. So... You want to watch that? We want to watch that.
So, coming into, this is a week, and we're going to be, by the way, releasing a podcast each week.
Yeah.
We're thinking Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You can let us know if Friday's a good day for you
Yeah.
to receive these.
And we'll probably do some lives, and we're going to do some
Yes, we
interviews too.
We are going to do live, and we already have people lining up wanting to be interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to figure that out. As this is only episode 2. If you have anyone that you would like us to interview, or if you are watching and would like to be interviewed, you can reach out to us using the email address that's associated with our podcast, and or to us through our websites, our
Absolutely.
individual websites.
Yeah, and in the comments too, we'll be moderating those. And we like to answer questions too. Being counselors and consultants, that's what we do for a living, and it's our dharma. We love doing it. So feel free to put your comments in there, and we will answer. And
I want you to write in the comments what you think your gift is, because you're not born without a gift.
Right.
So you can be brave and say, I think my gift is this, and then say why, and we can answer you and kind of help guide you to the right information that you need in order to grow stronger in it, if that is what you'd like to do, or
Absolutely.
to just get that nagging question answered, and be able to move on and blossom with it.
And you do that in Quora too, don't you?
Yes.
I'm going to be looking into that too.
I'm very active in Quora every morning. I feel it's part of my dharma to help people answer questions. And
Dharma, everybody, is your passion in life. What makes you jump out of bed in the morning because you can't wait to get to it?
I love puzzles, and I feel like all of this is like a puzzle. And figuring out your gift is a puzzle, and then what to do with it is a puzzle. I love this. I love the figuring out of things. And then also I learn every time I answer, because spirit comes through and I kind of channel the information that person needs to hear. So if you want to follow me on Quora, feel free to search my name on there. And I'm trying to get her to do it, because I feel like
Right. We'll just add that to my long to-do list.
Well, you're adding them to my to-do list all the time.
You're welcome. So what else?
I think on our way tonight, we should go by that place that we're thinking of having a live event. And when we talk about a live event, we're speaking about going from table to table and doing readings. I'll be doing spirit readings, and then she
doesn't need cards. I don't need cards either, but I love using them because they're fun.
I think they're a great tool.
They're fun.
I play around with them every once in a while, but I use the book. But then she's like, what do you think it means before you read the book? And
yeah, just read it. I mean, all of you.
Works.
I mean, I started out using cards around 1999, and I used it as my meditation tool. And then I had a friend who used the tarot, and she taught me how to do that and then recommended a book. And I used the book, and I was really slow at first. At first, when I'd spread the cards, I would like put my hand over them and move real slow to feel the energy of it.
Oh, that reminds me of my daughter.
Yeah.
So I would do readings for my daughter with the cards. I got cards. She told me about a store in Sedona, Arizona. If you've not been there, that's the place to go.
Very magical.
To be spiritually connected to Mother Earth.
We go there about once or twice a month now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're cooking for the homeless, and we made 60 cheesecakes, big cheesecake trays.
60. Oh my gosh.
Saturday.
You should have seen her in the kitchen. She was like this. I love get her done, and this is how we do it.
It was so fun.
And this was at the Ultimate Light Mission in Sedona. Shout out to Shelley Evans.
Yes, and you can reach out to them and they need donations. They're trying to increase the number of homeless centers that they can service, and it's just such a beautiful the group of people. Oh my gosh,
that is amazing. And
they're so amazing.
They had a DJ, and it was beautiful. We were people were dancing, and
the Native American style flautist. It was beautiful. Beautiful day.
Yeah.
But what was I?
So we were talking about the cards and how I got started, and I would feel the energy in the cards, and it was so slow.
I saw this crystal, this one right here.
Uh-huh.
This crystal called to me from an ad when my daughter said she was in Sedona at a shop, and she got a reading from the girl, a card reading.
Beautiful.
And I wanted that crystal so bad. I called them up to see if they still had it, and they did. So I went there, and I ended up buying a deck of cards. I almost brought them today. I probably should have. See,
Yeah,
listen
next time.
to the inclination.
Yeah.
And I would read my daughter over the phone because she's in another state. And I said, I have 2 lines of cards laid out. Pick a card. And she would imagine the card. And I'm saying, she's in another state. And then she pictures the row of cards. And she put her finger on it in her state. And the card tapped where I am. So that's magic right there. And it was fun to watch. I don't
think I understand what you mean.
She was in
the state
Colorado.
that you were.
She's in Colorado, and I'm here in Arizona.
Uh-huh.
And I laid out two lines of cards, and she, in her mind, would picture the cards.
Uh-huh.
Then she pictured which card to tap on.
Uh-huh.
And me in Arizona.
Oh, you tapped on the card that she imagined.
Tapped on the card, and the card moved.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, the card moved. And I would watch it go doink, and I knew which card to pick.
It went doink. And
all I can tell you is we haven't been doing that lately. I don't know why. I think it made her feel weird. So now she goes,
it was a little too woo woo, wasn't it?
It was.
Oh, Magician in the Mirror. She pulled Magician in the Mirror. Yep.
Have you ever had anything really felt like magic happen and you can't explain it away and it's like nagging at you? Or did you feel like you saw a spirit or have you had a spirit activity in your house and you feel like nobody's going to believe you? Gosh, if I mention it, are people going to think I'm hallucinating? Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, I went through that period in my life where I thought people are going to think I have schizophrenia if I tell people that I'm hearing spirit. Yeah. But you know what happened? I would answer people and they didn't say anything. So that helped me. Because I'd be behind me and say something and I would answer. No, they didn't say it. They just thought about saying it. And I heard them say it with my ear.
Oh, yeah. She reads minds.
It was a problem.
You got to be careful what you think around her.
I have a friend in California, my friend Jenny, my oldest friend. And she goes, when you're around Clare, you just go la, 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 la in your head. So,
yeah, it's true.
I don't hear everything.
But as I was saying, so when I first started, that's really awesome about your daughter. So, so when I started reading cards, I was real slow in reading them. And then I just gradually started, I'd study the card from the book and then I would
She thinks I'm going to be able to do all this, but I don't know.
But over time, it's just got too slow and cumbersome. So I like to move fast. I like to do things quickly. And so I just started speeding it up. And now it's just like,
I'm surprised
Divine
you don't
is going to
roller skates all the time.
You
get places faster.
And Divine is going to just pop up the heart.
So
I just look at this, a man holding a heart.
Oh, we're both ready for relationships. Maybe that's a good sign.
I don't know if you should be announcing that right now, but okay.
Oh, well.
Well, we love nurturing men. Men today, that's a big topic too, is, men.
Masculine men.
Yes. Masculine men.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with how you're
that
created.
Have a heart.
And how you're created.
And that are able to be vulnerable and speak their mind and their heart. And
God didn't make a mistake when he made you.
And to find the right balance, you don't have to become a woman or feminine, but to be in touch with your heart and connect your heart with your brain. What is that? Heart math they talk about?
Now we're like love relationship people.
Yeah.
I'm not. But
what does that mean?
No, that was really bad. That was, my self-talk needs a little adjustment. I can hear my daughter going, I can't believe you said that. Your self-talk needs to get better, Mother.
Okay, so then we'll say indecision. So indecisiveness means just to wait and take your time.
And my daughter is a coach, too, a life coach. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
She is my coach.
Maybe we can interview her one day.
Yes, I will. I will put a link in the description below when I get permission from her on what to put.
Yeah, you better get permission from her.
She's very strong and amazing. the bravest. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful.
Well, the fruit doesn't far
I
too
also
fall
have a
from the
son
tree.
as well who's brilliant.
Yeah, don't forget him.
And he also is very private. So, and he's a Pisces. Well, he was born in February.
Yes,
What is he?
I'm helping Claire to reframe her thinking around
anymore.
that, because a lot of people say, "Oh, you're a Pisces or you're an Aquarius." Well, in tropical Western astrology, people are thinking where the sun is in their chart, but our chart is way more than the sun. And in Vedic astrology, the moon is the most.
I have
important.
a question for you that I'm sure a lot of people have.
Okay.
All of a sudden, they said something about one of the planets not being a planet, and that changed all the astrology.
Well, I was just listening to a very well-known astrologer today who said that there's a couple of planets that haven't been discovered yet that have to be considered the ruler of, say, for example, Libra, because Libra is the sign of relationships, and Venus isn't the best. Venus is more luxury-oriented, like Taurus. It rules Taurus. Taurus is more about luxury and wealth and abundance, and Venus rules also Libra. So this astrologer, shout out to James Braha, he's one of my favorites, and one of them, and he says that there's probably some other planets that haven't been discovered yet that will show the nature of a sign, which reveals more about a person in their chart. And so, for example, when Pluto was discovered in I think it was the 30s, that's when the nuclear movement came out, and the nuclear bomb was created, and all of the science around that, and the telescope that
I got tingles.
Saw Pluto was created, and we went and saw that up in Flagstaff. I and a friend Heidi went up and saw that telescope. I forget the name
Heidi
of it.
Is someone that we're going to have on, right?
Yeah, we're going to interview Heidi too.
She's a nurse.
She's an amazing nurse practitioner.
And she's so entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
It's her fault. I see animated fish flying in the air. After I met her, I started seeing cartoons. I started seeing cartoons like in dreams and stuff. It's so funny.
She's an animator too, cartoon. She loves to draw cartoons. So
she's also animated.
Yeah, but anyway, so there's a lot to astrology, and the Vedics say that it will take lifetimes of oceans to learn everything there is to learn about astrology. And it's really applying the planets in the sky to apply the meanings to them in our lives. And I believe the Bible even says that the planets were created as a way to be able to interpret and follow as a guidance in our lives. And I have found it to be accurate. That's why I'm passionate about it. It's in my chart too. It's my dharma. I'm supposed to be doing this and doing astrology readings. And I've got some clientele, and they've expressed happiness with the reading.
Everyone that I know that she's read for are always like, "Oh my God, she's so amazing." So,
oh wow, thank you.
Yes, they don't hesitate.
Appreciate that. Yeah, and I love doing it. I love making people happy,
One of my hairs is with you.
Okay.
I'm shedding. What was I going to say? There was something.
I don't know.
So basically, I'm trying to figure out how to do the mediumship part of this. She's got the cards, and one of the things I use sometimes is
the pendulum.
And a lot of people don't trust themselves to use one of these. I ask, am I a purple elephant? And then it swings and says no.
Are you sure about
that? And then I say, am I going to eat soon? And then it stops, and it's actually up to us.
So that's how you find the yes and the no?
Yeah, if I'm really nervous about saying I got the yes, because I have that feeling, that spirit touch when I have a yes, I will back it up with this sometimes, and just to get another.
You call that a wet lip, you mean? Like when the yes
This is the spirit
feels like it's
touch.
wet.
Yes, my wet
You
lip.
want to call it wet? You want
I
to
want to call it
spirit
spirit.
touch now?
It's my spirit touch.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. We're not going to call it
This
wet
is
lip
the
anymore.
yes. I'm trying not to. And this is the no.
I like wet lip.
I talked to
You
somebody.
could say cold lip.
Somebody I talked to recently, and she goes, she gets like a hit on her head when.
Oh, that's not.
Oh,
fun.
that she can't. I remember she can't hear. Oh, that's the other medical medium that I met. I finally met another medical medium.
Oh, that's right.
We were
Over at
so
Ultimate
excited to
Light
meet
Mission.
her.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
that was really good to meet your kindred spirits, so you can take notes.
Yeah.
And that's why I love being part of an astrology community, because we can speak the language. It's a language, you know. So funny.
There's so much to teach you about mediumship too. Like I get smells. I smell. I meet spirits before I meet the person I'm going to sit for sometimes as well. And like I have one of my clients who's also I love very much as a friend as well now, has a son that passed when he was very little, and he smells like frogs and frog water when he pops in. And
that's not fun.
And he brings her frogs, and he'll like nudge me to send her a frog on a text, and she goes, I just saw a frog. So that's his confirmation, his the evidence that she needs that he's with her.
Yeah, confirmation.
It's very special. It's so cute when little ones come in like that.
Yeah.
And I also was told or asked recently, don't we all end up 30 in the afterlife? And no, you don't. You get to choose
30?
Yeah.
Like 30 years old?
Yeah.
Oh.
Somebody said that once.
But the age of your choice, right?
Yeah, you get to choose what age, how you like to look, but also they change their look based on the person that they're reaching out to. And they, like, if they want to comfort somebody, they'll be that age. This one child is 6 years old for her mother. And but she never made it into the life. So she grew older for her mother. And my mom looks a certain age for me. I have no doubt that she would look a different age for my sisters, because that's how we admire one photo, and they seem to be able to be whatever age they want, and simultaneously.
How did you get the wet lip sign that it was a yes? How did that develop?
You already asked me that last time. It was my dad.
Oh, I did.
But we talked a lot. We talked fast, and I was talking over you.
Oh, that's all right. I'm used to it.
So yes, my father passed away, and he is the one that gave me the spirit touch. And there was someone that said maybe it's because he had a mustache that you feel like maybe it's a mustache feeling. And could be. All I know is it's unmistakable when I get it. And it does go away. But now that I know what it is, it's comforting.
Very awesome.
Reassuring.
Very awesome.
And yeah, I feel like we've come to 30. We're trying to do 30 minutes. I think we went over, but we don't need a timer. What do you guys think?
Because there is no time, right? They say
there's no space and time.
There is no space and time. So
and this life is full of mystery and
magic.
Love and magic.
Yeah.
And beyond reason.
So
lots of things that are beyond reason.
So is there anything that we want to end with?
We're going to see you again next week, and hope that you start writing in the comments and ask questions and reach out through email.
We look forward to answering questions.
And know that I do readings, and you can book me on my site, ClareRowley.com, and Marguerite.
OracleAstrology.com.
And the links are in the description of our website, and we're going to be adding them to the description of each video to make it easier.
For those of you who are in Prescott, Arizona or surrounding areas, we're going to be at we do local events. Check out our website. Okay. That sounds good. Yeah. All right. We never say where we're going to be before we're there without some control. Okay. Kind of like the chart. Okay, I got hit in the head, by the way. Oh, you did? Yes. Oh, no. They're like, no, don't tell them. We better pay attention to that. Also, this podcast lasts forever, and the event won't. So you want to always go and check out our events page. We're not trying to hide from you, but we are about to both do an event next weekend. Okay. Looking forward to that too.
Yes.
And
In person.
And for all of you, have a very happy holiday season and make the best of
Yes.
it and enjoy
Merry Christmas.
and enjoy the people that you're with.
Mele Kalikimaka.
Oh, that was awesome.
Do you have a way of saying Merry Christmas other than
I
Merry
say happy
Christmas?
holidays
And
because
happy
some people don't
holidays.
practice Christmas.
And Happy Hanukkah.
So I
and
want to
happy-
respect all of those faiths out
I know
there.
Kwanzaa comes up, and
Yeah.
I wish I knew them all so that I could say them all.
There's a lot of holidays this
But
time of
we
year.
are
Happy Hanukkah.
We're one in spirit and one with God, and I love you, and I know Marguerite does.
Yes.
So we will.
Lots of love to you all.
We're gonna go. We're gonna
Namaste.
go party
Yep.
because it's the first day of winter, the shortest day of the year. Tomorrow, the day will be longer than today. Isn't
I'm
that
so
great?
grateful for every day that we
Yeah.
get to live.
And we're in
Awesome.
Arizona, so our time doesn't change. And just so you
Yes.
know, those of you who think we've got it made, you know that we have to figure out what time it is in every state twice a year because we
Oh.
don't change. It's harder to not change. If you all didn't change, that'd be great. But
Yeah, maybe we can get to that one day.
I don't know. They're talking about it. We'll see. We'll see how
Okay.
much.
All right, everybody. Until next time. See you later.
Love you. Bye. Mwah.